What's going on, guys? Zers here, and we're back. So, without further ado, I present to you guys part 2, what it's like being a woman on a dating website. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get stuck with it. Alright, so let's start off with my profile so you guys can get a pretty good idea of who I was while I was conducting this experiment. The profile picture I used was this one girl I met back in high school a couple years ago, and I always thought she was pretty cute, so I was like, shit, may as well use her picture. And also, I couldn't really find anyone off the internet who had a plethora of pictures that weren't of a sexual nature, if you know what I mean, to conduct the experiment with. So I didn't want to do anyone famous because they're famous. That'd be damn stupid. And also because I didn't want anyone to take the image and do a Google search and see that that was clearly a fake profile. I tried to keep it as natural as possible, so I had to use a picture off Facebook. So yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. So I always thought the girl was pretty cute. That's why I picked her. And I figured if I thought she was cute, other people would think she's cute. Let's read my self-summary. Hi, I'm not very good at describing myself, so I'll do my best. I'm a freshman college student working on my nursing degree, and I can't really find a nice guy to be with there. I like reading and writing and other quiet hobbies. I like reading comic books too. Spider-Man is my favorite. I also read manga and watch anime too. I love just watching movies and talking about really intelligent stuff, so yeah, just talk to me. Now, some of you people might criticize me for being very attractive, or by trying to make my profile pander towards making more men interested in talking to me, and to that I would have to say, well, of fucking course I did that. I mean, I'm on a dating website. It would be completely unreasonable to make a profile picture, to make a profile that was completely unattractive to most people by being a fucking dumbass. I mean, the Young Turks made a video about this one woman doing this, except the thing with it all was, what I noticed is most of the guys who commented on her page just wanted to have sex with her, right? I mean, so even though the one lady had so many different terrible qualities, because most people are only trying to have sex with her, well, I mean, that's why it didn't matter. That's why they didn't care that she had such terrible qualities. Anyway, so yeah, I had to make myself alluring to also be more realistic, because again, it'd be unreasonable to talk about all of my faults and then it look like I'd have low self-esteem, and nobody wants to date someone with low, well, at least I don't think you, if whatever. So what am I doing with my life? I'm studying to be a nurse. That's a field, I met a lot of ladies that I've met in college studied to be nurses, so I was like, okay, be a nurse. Say I'm really good at writing essays and stuff. Favorite books: Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, Lord of the Rings, To Kill a Mockingbird. Favorite movie: Hunger Game movies, Star Wars is cool too. Say any type of music, I don't care as long as it has a message to it. 6 things I can never do without: my family, my phone, my computer, cream soda, Pop-Tarts, and fried Oreos. One thing that I thought was going to be really interesting though is I spend a lot of time thinking about really kinky stuff. Now, interestingly enough, I didn't think a lot of people would take me seriously, but they did. And again, I just thought it'd be something interesting to talk about. So anyway, on a typical Friday night, I am watching movies or reading a book or watching anime. You should message me if you're smart, like watching anime, can hold a conversation, and is nice. So, yeah, pretty average, cute anime nerd. That's basically what I was going for. I was going for a really cute girl who's into anime and, you know, nerdy stuff. Because, believe it or not, there are girls like that who exist in this world, and I figured that's the best person I could portray. I didn't want to be a prissy jackass, and again, I didn't really even know how to portray it or how to be attractive that way. So, yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit anyone. I tried to make the profile slightly attractive to people because, again, I would figure it'd be unreasonable to try to be unappealing to men. That kind of sounds stupid to me. If it's any indication, I got a lot of fucking people to message me, like a lot, and I got a lot of people to come visit me. You know, as you can see, you know, I'm searching through all these pictures. Bloody hell, look at all these guys who just came over to come check me out. Then you can see in the messages over here, I got so many fucking messages. It was ridiculous. Oh my word. Like, so many guys. So many. Just look at this. Look at this, and this isn't even halfway down the list, man. As you can see, I got upwards of 127 messages. The amount of visitors I got at one point was all the way up to like 300. Bloody hell, this is ridiculous to me, man. So many things. You know, one thing that I had noticed a lot though was that a lot of the guys that didn't pay attention to the profile. You know, and so when they messaged me, they would message me things that revolved around the shit that I said. I thought, oh, that was an interesting thing to note, that, you know, there are a lot of guys who actually did pay attention to what I wrote. Here's one funny thing. Some guys would be kind of funny. This one guy named Bad Religion AA7X goes, "Wow, you're beautiful." And he goes, "Wow, you're beautiful," again. He says, "What's a gorgeous lady like you doing getting hit on by all the weirdos here?" And I guess, I mean, I could be a dick at this point and be like, oh, the irony, but I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to be a jackass. You know, and again, you know, like I said, you can see, again, in this more recent shot, I got upwards of 108 visitors. 181, I'm sorry. You can see I got upwards of 175 unread messages. This is just crazy, and I've only been here for a month, so like within a month, you know, I mean, you know, and this is about, I mean, when I made my profile as a man, you know, comparing and contrasting, again, I'd only gotten like 3 women to actually message me. As a woman, as a cute, you know, decent looking girl, 175 doing nothing. Yeah, just doing nothing, right? You know, so again, some of the guys, like I said, I noticed they really paid attention. I guess they really cared about what I was saying. Some guys like, "Hey, what animes do you like?" This guy, Tasty Pasty, goes, "What kind of intelligent stuff?" You know, "Hey, I'm smart, I love anime, and I'm pretty nice. Would like you to be nice back by messaging back." So this guy's pretty much asked me to reply to him, and I'm like, okay. One interesting thing that I got a lot while I was impersonating a woman on the website was I got a couple of guys that would like legitimately ask if they could get to know me. I was like, you know, I was like, I thought that was weird. I was like, some guy was like, "Can I get to know you?" or "Can I please know you?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you asking me for? You know, just talk to me. It's a dating website." You know what I'm saying? Just talk to me. You know, here's one message I got. Guy goes, "Hey there, I'm Vanille. This may sound a little corny, but I'm just a nice guy looking to meet a nice woman, someone to chill out and do fun things with. You seem like a very interesting person. If I could have the chance, could I get to know you? Please reply and let me know. And if I'm not your type, tell me what you don't like about me. I mean, just give a guy a chance. P.S. I like watching anime." And I just kind of felt, I did sense a bit of desperation. I just felt bad. So I asked him, I said, "What made you think I wouldn't give you a chance?" And he goes, "I guess because I'm new to this online thing." So I was like, "Me too, man. Me too. But don't ask anymore. Girls don't like that." So I'm going to give him some advice. Hopefully he doesn't do that anymore, because it does come off as a tad bit desperate. So one guy asked me, he goes, "Is Dragon Ball Z considered anime?" LOL, I've seen that. I'm Jordan. So when this nigga, okay, so he asked me that question, and I was like, okay, I said, so here's one thing I thought it would be really interesting to do. So I go, "Yeah, dude, of course it is. But if I'm going to talk to you, I need you to write a 5-paragraph essay on who's your favorite character and why." And the reason why is basically I was giving him a shit test. I was gonna see if he was gonna do it, right? I was gonna see if he was legitimately gonna write this 5-paragraph essay. It turns out he didn't. He replies, "Well, I'm not going to do a 5-paragraph essay. Sorry. My favorite character is Vegeta, blah, 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 blah." So then I was just like, bye. That just ended the conversation. Interesting thing was, even though I gave him the shit test, he passed it with fucking flying colors. He did, but I just was not interested in talking to him. Partly because he asked me the dumbass question, "Is Dragon Ball Z considered anime?" No, what the fuck? But yeah, but anyway. But yeah, you know, I did meet the creep factor on here, creep factor on my Cupid, it's real. You know, it's fucking real. You know, this one guy, here's this one guy. You know, he goes, "Hey," I go, "Hey, how are you?" He says, "What's up with you?" Blah blah blah. So this guy, I say, you know, he asked me what I'm doing on here. I'm like, "I'm just checking the site out." Got a lot of guys that message me, At school, guys don't even talk to me. I must scare them even though I'm like 5'3". So basically, again, I'm trying to be a little more natural, you know, trying to pick up the conversation. He goes, LOL, maybe they're just nervous. I think you're very attractive. So I say, wow, thank you, right? And the very next thing this nigga sends to me is, wanna be my naughty little cum slut. Oh, hell no! And I was like, what the fuck? Like, he sounds like, what the, I was offended. Like, I'm not even a woman, and I was like, who does that? Who even does that? Right? I was like, I couldn't even believe this nigga had the audacity to ask me such a question. Like, I felt offended. Like, my feelings were hurt. You know, like, I cried to myself. Nah, I'm fucking around. No, but seriously, though, I just couldn't even believe the audacity this person had to fucking ask me a question like that. Like, so then I decided, I just decided I was just gonna fuck with the little guy. So I said I'm just gonna fuck with him. So I was gonna troll him. So I was like, great Scott, that escalated quickly. I said, I'll be your little anal slut if you're worth my time. And of course, I had no intentions on doing shit with this guy because, like I said, this was disgusting. I was shocked that, and I got a couple of more messages like that too. You know, he was the first one, or at least the most memorable one. But I mean, yeah, it was real. You know, some guys would legitimately. So I guess some trends that I saw on here was a lot of guys took pictures of the shirts off. The guys took pictures of the muscles. You know, the muscles, a lot of jogging von strangles on here, you know, but seriously, a lot of guys with their shirts off on OkCupid. The majority of the guys I saw here, at least in my area, that I can speak on, were white men, which I thought was a pretty interesting trend. That I saw Bow Wow too. I found Bow Wow on OkCupid. But one also thing I think that was really interesting was the men were a lot more I guess lenient when it came to the age groups. Like, a lot of the men were looking for women who were between the ages of 18 all the way up. Some men were like all the way up to 45, some were all the way up to 34, so they were much more willing to date women who were a lot older than they were, you know, which I thought was the interesting thing. But you know, one thing that I do think is kind of funny, a lot of the guys here were actually like pretty attractive guys, you know. And I don't, again, like sound like I'm gay or anything like that, but I mean, I'm gonna acknowledge that, you know, there were some good looking guys, you know, they're alright looking guys. And I thought it was interesting to see that this website was filled with a lot of decent looking guys, you know, again, guys who look like they hit the gym, work out, exercise a lot, you know, and that this website was, I mostly found men who were along those lines, you know. I didn't find a single guy, and of course it's not saying they don't exist, but I didn't find any like overweight guy on here. But on the other hand, as a man, I found a plethora of overweight women who were dating online, which I thought was an interesting dynamic of opposites, you know. But I'm not even saying that those overweight women I found were ugly, because they weren't unattractive in terms of their face, but I mean their body, again, they were fat. So, but I just thought that was a very interesting thing that I noticed, you know. And so one thing is, I got so many messages on OkCupid as a woman. So many guys were messaging me. I mean, there's no way as a woman you can get on here and ever make the claim, you know, that you can't find a good guy, because you have options out the fucking wazoo. Like, so many options as a woman when you're dating online, you know. So I guess my final recommendation, I guess, you know, on my last video, a lot of people left different tips for men who want to date online, but me personally, I think I'm done. I'm not online dating anymore, because again, like, as I've seen, you know, experiencing it from the other side, I see that, you know, women have to sort through a lot of messages, you know, and I think it'd be way too much effort to try to differentiate yourself from so many different guys, you know. I mean, you just leave OkCupid for a couple of days and you're met with over 100 messages. And so I guess as a man, I don't think it's good. It's just my personal opinion, you know. If you want to keep doing it, by all means, go ahead. But just for me personally, I didn't really like it. Now that I see that a decent looking woman is going to get upwards of 100 messages in a month, you know, I just think it's best to leave it alone. So yeah, guys, that is the end of this two-part series. You know, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys, you know, got something out of it, found something to be very interesting. And with that being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, man, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below. And as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.